Check, check, check. Stephen Smith here at Inside Out Studio. Technical difficulties once again, I think because of my new laptop I just got a couple weeks ago. But we're here with Megan, and she's going to be making some reduce, reuse, recycle artwork. We're going to be doing some painting on cardboard, but then also some collaging and doing some layering, so it's a relief. So a little bit of three-dimensional artwork as well. So Megan's prepared a few things, but we also want to check in with our artists. So Megan, 2022 is right around the corner. What are some of your goals, hopes, and dreams for the new year?
I want to try out the sensory room in visual art and hopefully spend more time with my sister and her family. So that's about it. And I want to just say, anybody out there watching who knows my sister's husband's family, sorry for your loss.
Sorry for your loss as well. So great things to hope for the new year. So is your sister and your cousins close?
My nieces. Yeah, they live in Harrison.
Your nieces. Okay. Very cool. So hopefully you get some more time with them. And then Megan mentioned the sensory room. We are very, very close to completing our new sensory room, which is about 500 square feet. It's going to be specifically for digital art and like a quieter space. We have a lot of fun here in our art studio with some singing, dancing, music going on, and socializing while we make art. But sometimes people need a little bit of quieter space. So we're also going to be doing some new technology. Locally, Middletown, Hamilton, for supplying that for us. So can't wait to get in there and add some new people to the studio as well. So looking forward to that in 2022. All right, if anyone's out there, give us a hello, give us a like, give us a heart. Let us know that you're watching, and feel free to ask us any questions. All righty. So we got Jean's out there watching as always. Dwayne, you want to say hi to Mom? I'm not sure if you could hear that, Gene, but Dwayne's in the house having some fun. So thanks for watching once again. So I'm going to tilt the camera here. We're limited to our creativity cam today because of some technology issues, but we're going to kind of pan down and check out what Megan's working on. So everyone's going to be seeing what's happening in front of you, Megan, in just a second here.
I can hold it up.
What's that?
I can hold it up a little bit if you want me to.
Yeah, we can hold it up here and there sometimes, but I think it's easiest just to tilt that camera down, and then that way people can see what's happening. And then we can describe our project for the day. Before we do that, I do want to give a quick look at our example. So you're going to be visiting with Kendall and Kara. So Kendall Trickett, our new art studio manager, created this prototype. So this is a relief look at what you can do with some cardboard. So everyone's got cardboard, especially this time of year. So you've got some presents and things floating around from Christmas time. Instead of recycling, you could also create your own artwork and layer things, like stack it up. This is an abstract piece, but our artists today are making more representational pieces of flowers. All right, we got Mama Neal watching out there, and also Scott Mann. Thank you for tuning in today. So I'm just going to tilt this camera down slightly. That's white, Brett. So, all right, we've readjusted our camera so everyone's seeing what's right in front of you, Megan. And you want to describe your project for the day, for the recycled cardboard art?
Yeah. This is the blue background for my sky. And I'll be doing pink, a flower with a pink middle and lavender petals and green leaves once I get it done.
Very cool. And I'm going to pull over some other pieces that we've prepared, one of which is going to be what you'll paint for your petals. And this is cardboard. You can see on the back, but it's been layered with gesso, which is pretty much a primer for acrylic paint and oil paint. So it kind of seals the surface and allows the paint to be absorbed and really connect to the surface, whatever you're painting on. So we use gesso if we're doing cardboard. We use gesso if we're going to be doing on canvas. So it's just a primer specifically for painting purposes. So we've got some gesso over here, which you can prepare your next piece. So we're going to go through the steps with you today to show you everything that we're doing if you like to do this at home. the paint can sit on it and not get absorbed too much, and the colors really shine through.
Sorry.
You got me. Not only is Megan sealing the cardboard surface, also sealing the surface of my 2 fingers.
Ready for paint.
That's right. You can pick a color to paint my nails. How about that? Very good. I'm trying to behave. So we're good to go with this gesso, maybe just a few little dots down there at the bottom corner. And then we'll move this out of the way for a second. And then, like Megan described, this is going to be the background. So we got sky blue, and then we'll paint this the color of the petals. And then what we're going to do is actually cut the petals out of this piece of cardboard and glue them down and layer it. So it's called a relief. So it has a slight 3-dimensional effect to that piece of artwork you're making. So I'm going to pull this over for you. And what color are your petals going to be?
Purple.
Purple's good. Purple's actually my favorite color.
Mine do. One of mine.
All right. Well, let's get down on it. Go ahead and paint that cardboard purple. And after it dries all the way, we'll be cutting out the petals and gluing them on to your blue backdrop. You want me to hold down the base there for you? Okay. That's all right. Paint my fingers. I'm used to it.
They were primed.
Yes. Had a proper priming first. So. Mini, so it allows us to bring a view of the studio to you every week on Facebook. So go check them out. They're on Sims Road in Fairfield, Symmetry Boutique and Gallery.
That's Symmetry Boutique purple right there.
That's right. Cool. Mixing up the colors a little bit. I like that. So a lot of times when you're using acrylic paint, people think you have to like mix it thoroughly and just have like one flat color. But I'm a big fan of when you're mixing your colors, don't kind of like mix it all together until it's the same tone. Just let some of the separate colors shine through. That way there's a little bit of variety. So Megan used a mix of violet, medium purple, and white. And that'll be nice. So each petal will have its own distinction to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have some common factors such as it's all purple, but then also add in a little bit of variety to draw your eye around. So each little petal that you cut out of here is going to have a slightly different tone of purple to it. Very good. That was a little distraction from my phone there. It was a spam risk, so I'm not going to answer it.
You don't want to get scammed today?
Alrighty. So we're going to move this to the side. So the petals are going to be purple. And what was the center of the flower going to be? Pink? So let's go ahead and mix in. Go ahead and paint on top of that. We'll get some paint going. But you also said you wanted some leaves on there. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So maybe we do half of this pink and then the other half green. And that way when we're cutting out the different sections, we can make the most of our cardboard. I'll try not to block the camera here. Awkward hand angle. Do you have a favorite holiday movie this year, Megan?
No.
No? All right, once you get that top down there, we'll do the bottom green. And then we'll have some room for a couple leaves that we can cut out of there and put onto the base of your flour. Very good. All right. So we're gonna let that dry, and if that dries in time, we'll like pop back over and start cutting some pieces out to assemble for our relief flour that you're making. Her relief flour that she's making out of cardboard as well. So I'm gonna pass the mic and also readjust the camera.
Alrighty. We're gonna get ready to say hello. We might have to crouch a little bit. Hi out there.
I'm trying to be slow so no one gets seasick.
Wait, we gotta look up now.
Yep, right up there.
Alrighty, Kara, what are 3 things that you were looking forward to doing this year?
Getting outside, playing with my cat, and drawing with chalk on the sidewalk.
Those are some pretty nice things.
Yes.
So right now, Kara is going to start cutting the piece of cardboard that she has designed. Can you show it to him?
It's a flower, guys.
Yeah, and then her base that she has chosen is a nice pink. And so she is going to start cutting that up, and I'm going to cut these basic strips of cardboard so we can get that relief look by stacking the pieces and giving them 3 dimension. I'll set this down here.
What is he doing?
He's turning on the fan, so hopefully Megan's pieces can dry a bit faster.
Yeah.
Said we are just cutting some basic squares out of these cardboard strips just so we can glue them together into small stacks and propel the pieces. So you can cut all those pieces out in chunks, triangles, circles, however you'd like, and we can glue them on.
Yeah, Kendall. Hi, Mom.
Yeah, any other shout outs?
Hi, bro. And hello to my fur ball.
Your fur ball, so your cat.
Yep,
What's your cat's name?
Maggie.
Mackie? What kind of cat is she?
Gray and white.
It's a cute cat.
Yep,
My cat's name is Copeland. She's a tortie.
that's what it's called.
Yep, so she's black and orange.
Mm-hmm.
And my dog is also black and orange.
Is he a tortoise shell too, Kendall?
Not exactly, but pretty close, I guess. Alrighty. Kara's cutting up these pieces smaller and smaller. Okay.
Doing a whoops.
This.
Pretty good job, guys.
Pretty good. You can also use like a box cutter or an X-Acto knife to cut this. However, we just have scissors.
It's a triangle.
Yep. Stacks together in random intervals.
Yeah. Random.
I guess we'll cut some for Steven too. Glue some together for him.
Yeah.
He might need a couple. Thanks for choosing Phoebe.
What?
Do you have any art goals for 2022, Kira?
Just do better at artwork.
Yeah. Do you want to try out some digital art in our new sensory room this year?
Yeah.
I'm going to try my best. I don't know too much about digital art, but I am also going to learn a little bit this year.
I love doing paint by number.
Like paint my numbers? I
Uh-huh.
don't think I've done too many of those.
They're cool. There we go.
Alrighty, we've got,
See this, guys? Look.
yep, all of it is cut up, and so now we are going to piece it back together.
Little squares. A big
Thanks.
mess.
Okay.
Big mess.
So now we're going to arrange these pieces onto our cardboard canvas in random intervals, and we're going to put them at different heights, just using those little squares that we made. So this one we can make it 3 high
Yeah.
and put a piece on top of that. Just like that. Good job. And that fan is going to help us glue and get that dry.
Yeah.
Where do you want your next one to be?
This
Where do you want it to go?
right here in the
Do you want it 3 high, 2 high, 1 high, or on the canvas?
3 high.
3 high? We can do that.
Yeah.
You're good at this. Alright, you can just put one right down there on the bottom.
There we go.
Very cool.
Did it randomly.
And you can also layer them. I'm a big fan of abstract art, so you can put like a big one right here on top.
Okay, Kendall.
And we're gonna take another one right on top of that piece
Okay.
and put a different shape another way.
There we go.
There you go. And so in doing this, we can layer them a variety of ways on top of one another. We can't run the glue just yet. Let's put kind of a small piece there maybe.
Now that's cool.
That is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Alright, we saved some squares for Stephen and Megan so they can complete their art. We can take other pieces and layer them on top.
Yep.
Oh, you want your-
There we go. That's
Very cool, and I think we are almost complete over here.
we're almost done.
We are almost done.
There we go.
This is just a mini version, but you can make them any size you want. My example was a pretty large.
And mine's pretty small too, right, Kendall?
It's pretty small. It's
Uh,
mini live art. Alright, do you like that composition, or do you want to keep going?
That's good.
I like that abstract design.
Thank
I like the height to it.
Stephen.
There's some
Look
angles
at that,
there. It's got some
guys.
height to it, so it pops off the wall.
Yeah, it looks really cute, guys.
It's gonna fall if I can it anymore. So this is our piece.
Yay!
Here's the original example, just so you can see. Again, it is 3-dimensional, so it will pop right off of your walls. Alright.
You could pop that into like a shadow box frame. It'd be great decoration for the house. All right, I'm gonna slowly rotate back to Megan, so she started gluing down her floral design.
Excuse me, me.
Not yet. Jody Man would like to make an appearance, but we are gonna wait till the end of the stream to give her that today. And then here's the extra. Still the same.
All right, so you started by gluing down just, I'm gonna pop this up real quick, bam. Just the plain cardboard in the middle. That way the center of your flower pops a little bit. So pretty much just stacking pieces of cardboard to give a 3-dimensional relief effect. I think we forgot the stem for our flower.
Whoops.
Flowers
Or
have
the-
flowers have stems.
Not all abstract flowers do.
Correct.
And in both ways, I mean, you guys have both made flowers today, but in very different ways.
Mine's just a little abstract one.
Yeah, and I really like it. But I really like that stuff.
So we had to speed up our process. My fingers are coated in paint from trying to cut out those flower petals a little bit early. So give yourself some drying time during the process. So it looks like you got an extra petal there, Megan. We got a Holly Jenkins out there saying that it looks great. So congratulations, Kara and Megan. You got some fans out there watching. Very cool. And you got 2 little leaves. One just stuck to my thumb. So we just glue where they want to go first and then pop it down. So once again, wrapping up Reduce, Reuse, Recycle Month, just making some artwork from everyday things you might have around the house. These would be great craft projects for anyone out there that wants to do a little dabbling in the arts. Good for kids, good for the family. Then what else would we add to that, Megan? We've got a lot of space around here. What do you think you could add to the outside there?
More leaves, if I had more.
Some more leaves? That would be cool. All right, we could work on that, add some more leaves. I think maybe some clouds for the sky, some little shapes floating up in there. Yes?
Yes. Like little petals,
Mm-hmm.
like mini petals flying in the wind.
You could do it. We could do like a miniature flower or some petals. You want to do that now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let me grab the scissors. You want to keep your petals like the half circle shapes?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just do that. Close out Live Art Mini for the day.
We can do another look at Kara's as well. Yeah,
Mhm.
this one looks pretty good.
There we go. There we go. And you can put those wherever you like in the sky. So some petals flying through the sky. So in a sense, this turned into an abstract floral piece in itself.
And it's cute too.
It's adorable.
There we go.
Perfect. Do you want to sign it? Let me grab a Sharpie.
Okay, Kendall.
Very good. So while wrapping things up for the day and Megan's finishing her petals in the air, just want to remind everyone that we're open from 10 to 6 o'clock this week. We're going to be open until Thursday. We are closed Friday to observe New Year's Day. We're also going to be closed Monday through Wednesday next week just because we have staff in services, getting regrouped, looking at 2022. We got that new sensory room. We've got our new offices in the back. So we want to get everything together and get rolling for 2022. But we will reopen on Thursday, I believe. January 5th. I believe it's the 6th. That's all right. It's all good. All right. Very good, Megan. Awesome cardboard relief piece here. We're going to touch back in with Kara and Kendall and see theirs. It's dried up a little bit.
Yep, it got a little
There we
bit more
go.
dry. She added some more dimension. So it's very cool.
It's very,
Very nice.
cute.
Do you have any words to say about your piece?
It has a lot of dimension.
It does. Yep. We do that with our little chunks of cardboard.
And it's so cute.
It is adorable.
I think we have one final sign off.
We're going to have a sign off here and a touch base with Savvy and Jody.
Thank you.
Hey! Hopes and dreams for 2022. Savvy, you go first.
Oh,
Here's
great.
3 things. Just put
Oh,
you on the spot
oh
right
no.
there.
I want to do more crochet at home. I want to spend more time with my cat and continue working here and you're looking forward to.
Lose weight, happen. I mean, and that's enough drink so much.
On that note, I hope everyone has a happy new year. Everyone, studio.
Happy New